What is up, guys? Welcome back to Twist of Coaster Nightmare Mode. On the last episode, there was a huge drama on the Grand Market, and that's none of my concern, so let's just go back to the end. That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control. And as long as that remains the case, there's not really much the general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. Yeah, I mean, under normal circumstances, do not meddle in other people's business, but when they affect other people's life, you have the right to meddle. So, I've heard many rumors about the current head of House Albarea. And the current head is Juicy's dad, right? So couldn't we ask Juicy for some help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. And you know how it goes, child trying to lecture their parents never really works out. And since the Albareas represent one of the four great houses, that old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the heads of the four great houses. Guess that's a no then. I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent. Instructor Sawa, what brings you here? I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B's not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're going to see Group B now? The town of Porm is a considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. You four are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Well, probably better than those two people. Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Ah. Alright, bye-bye. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn. Can she read minds or something? Yeah, she was like drunk only a moment ago. How does that work? But Alyssa, you shouldn't underestimate adults. They're smarter than you think. I suggest we return to our room and rest for the night in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too, I feel like I'm going to fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Okay then, back to the end, guys.
ごちそうさま。さすがに野菜とか新鮮で美味しかったね。
ああ、さすがに地のものの料理は違うな。
ライ麦を使ったパンもなかなかの美味だった。こんな楽しみがあるなら特別実習も悪くないけど、今頃 B 班のエマたちはどうしてるのかしら。
そうだな。こんな風に一緒にテーブルを囲んではいなさそうだけど。
そうだね。本当、僕たち7組ってなんで集められたんだろうね。どうもアークスの適性だけが理由じゃない気がするんだけど。それは間違いあるまい。
それだけならば今日のような実習内容にはならぬだろうしな。
どうやら私たちに色々な経験をさせようとしてるみたいだけど、どんな真意があるのかまでは現時点ではまだわからないわね。
そうだな。
あんまり深く考えずにやってみたら。どうやら何かを見つけようと少し焦ってるみたいだけど、まずは飛び込んでみないと立ち位置も見出せないわよ。
士官学院を志望した理由が同じというわけでもないだろうし。
士官学院への志望理由。
その発想はなかったわね。
私の場合は単純だ。目標としている人物に近づくためといったところか。
目標としてる人物？
それが誰かはこの場では控えておこう。アリサの方はどうだ？
そうね。色々あるんだけど、自立したかったからかな。ちょっと実家とうまくいってないのもあるし。
そうなのか。
その意味では僕は少数派なのかな。もともと士官学院とは全然違う進路を希望してたんだよね。
あら、そうなの？
確か音楽系の進路だったか？
ほう。
まあそこまで本気じゃなかったけど。リーンはどうなの？そういえば今まで聞いたことなかったけど。
俺はそうだな。自分を見つけるためかもしれない。
え？
いや、別に大層な話じゃないんだ。あえて言葉にするならそんな感じというか。
いいじゃない、かっこよくて。自分を見つけるか。
あなたがそんなロマンチストだったなんて、ちょっと意外だったわね。
変なことを口走ったな。
あとは今日一日のレポートがあるのか。
このままベッドに倒れ込みたいけど、そういうわけにもいかないわね。
リン。
どうしたんだ？
迷いもあったが、やはり聞いておこう。そなた、どうして本気を出さない？そなたの剣、そして立ち筋、八葉一刀流に間違いないな。剣戦ユン・カーファイが起こした東方剣術の集大成とも言うべき流派。開伝に至った者は断りに通ずる達人として剣聖とも呼ばれるという。
詳しいんだな。帝国ではほとんど知られていない流派のはずなんだけど。
我がアルゼード流は古流ながら他の流派の研究も欠かしておらぬ。それに父に言われていたのだ。そなたが剣の道を志すならば、いずれ八葉の者と出会うだろうと。
光の継承が？光栄というか恐れ多いというか。俺はただの書伝止まりさ。確かに一時期ユン老師に師事していたこともある。だが剣の道に限界を感じて老師から修行を打ち切られた身だ。 だから別に手を抜いてるわけじゃないんだ。八王の名を汚しているのは重々わかっているけど、これが俺の限界だ。誤解させたのならすまない。ラウラ？
そなた自身の問題だ。私に謝る必要はない。いい稽古相手が見つかったと思ったのだがな。少し外で素振りをしてくる。悪いが、先にアリサたちとレポートをまとめていてくれ。
いろいろあるみたいね。何か抱えているような顔はたまにしていたけど。
アリサも気づいてたんだ。なんだかんだ言って結構気にしてたみたいだね。
それは謝るチャンスを伺ってて。別に意識してたとかそういうのじゃないんだからね。
でも何かを抱えてるのは誰だって同じなんじゃないかな。君だってそうじゃないの？
それは確かにそうね。
おっと、ランクアップしたわね。ご褒美をあげなきゃね。明日も期待してるわよ。
Here are your tasks for the day. The market manager left them with me. Thank you. Let's see what our second day tasks are. We got two optional ones. Okay, a monster and West Side Highway and a lost wallet. Ceramic stall. Okay, let's start with the lost wallet first. Even fewer than yesterday. Maybe he gave us less work to do because he knew we were going back to Twista today. Sounds about right, he's a very considerate man. The last train headed your way leaves here around 9 tonight. You got those done quickly enough, you can have dinner here before you leave. Haha, thank you very much. Sounds like a plan. We greatly appreciate your kindness. Shall we get started then? Sounds good. Looks like today's tasks are all optional. Hey Laura, I wanted to apologize for what I said to you yesterday evening. Ween, as I told you that, this is a matter you must come to terms with on your own. It is not something for which an apology is required. That's not really what I mean. Besides, it will be awkward as well. I wanted to apologize for making light of the way of the sword. What I said about being a dropout who's never been able to progress past beginner level was disrespectful. To my sacrifice, to the school I follow, and to the path of the sword itself. And for those reasons, I feel it was inappropriate for me to say what I said. So I'm sorry. If that's the case, then there's one other person you should be apologizing to as well. I can't pretend to know much about your personal circumstance, but regardless of one's background or social standing, one should always be able to live with pride in him or herself. Thus, if you truly did make light of yourself and your own abilities, that is an act of shame for which you owe yourself recompense. I absolutely agree with that. Let me ask you a question, Ween. You like the path of the sword? It's not really a matter of liking it or disliking it, I don't think. It's a part of my life, an inseparable part of who I am. That's all I wanted to hear. I feel exactly the same way. Laura. So you two are friends again, Dan? Were we not? There was never any rift between us that I knew about. Even if there is, it's much better than Jusius and Marcius. Indeed, this was all handled rather neatly, I felt. You're both so simple-minded. I feel like an idiot spending so much time trying to devise a plan to get the two of you to make up. Whoa, you did what now? Hey, it would seem we've caused you undue concern. Jeez, can we just all forget about this and move on? You were the one who brought it up. Haha. Looks like the ground's dried after the rainfall, so to speak. Glad to see you all looking a bit less gloomy. Margaret, we've got trouble. Big trouble. Slow down, Louis. It's first thing in the morning and you're about poised to wake the dead. You're making such a commotion. Where have you been anyway? You're late. I'm sorry, I just got caught up on the way here. But never mind that, we have big trouble. Something terrible happened over at the market. Something terrible, you say? What terrible things has happened exactly? Well, it sounds like it actually took place last night. 2 of the stalls over at the market were destroyed and all their merchandise was stolen. That is most terrible indeed. A robbery? Oh my. Suppose that means the market might be opening late today. Which means we could end up with more customers as people wait here for a resolution. Louis, let's get this place ready. Priorities, guys. You got it. As for you four, this is our problem, not yours. You just focus on your field study and leave this incident to us locals. You have your own tasks to worry about after all. Of course. We'll be back later. Thanks again. What should we do? I might have to admit I'm curious. It's not far, so we might as well just go take a look. Alright, let's take a slight detour and see what's happening at the market then. As much as I want to do that, I think it's better if we do the side quest first, right? Wait, maybe we should do that. Yeah, I think they want us to do that first. Okay then. I'm sorry, the Grand Market isn't quite open for business yet. Oh, it's the students from yesterday. Good morning. Opening late today after all, I see. Afraid so, guess you already know about the robbery yesterday, huh? 2 merchants whose stalls were destroyed are still arguing about it. You're not going to get away with this. Oh no, not them. The manager came to try and break them up, but he doesn't seem to be having much luck. I hope no one ends up getting hurt. What should we do, Ween? Maybe we could try talking to them. Considering everything that happened yesterday, you just might be the cavalry we need right now. Would you mind? Not at all. Let's go. How dare you destroy my stall, you coward! I knew your country folk weren't to be trusted. Who else could it have been? Just come clean and admit it already. Who are you calling a coward, you heimdallry and snob? You're the one who wanted my spot all for yourself. Calm down, gentlemen, please. Playing all innocent and trying to paint me as the bad guy here, you make me sick. What do you say we settle this right here and now? Huh, bring it on! Hold it! Class 7? You kiss again? Keep your noses out of this. I'm gonna make him pay for smashing my stall. Smashing? Well, they really are completely rude. This is awful. However, harming one another is not going to bring them back. In the end, they will still be smashed and you will be worse off. But this anger isn't gonna go away unless I do something. You're an adult. Control your emotion. He took all my goods too, so I haven't even got anything to sell. What are you talking about? You were the one who stole my goods. You guys should think logically here, like... and you're gonna give them all back right now and fix the damage you did to my stall, or else I can't be held responsible for my actions. This isn't good. I don't think they're even listening to a word we're saying. What do we do? Stop this at once. The provincial army. What? What is the meaning of this? It's the middle of the morning. Stop this nonsense immediately. But I believe you are the one in charge here. I demand an explanation as to what has transpired. Well, you see... I see. The solution is simple, Dad. Man, take them away. Yes, sir. What? What do you mean, take us away? 2 stalls were destroyed, 2 sets of goods were stolen. The truth is as clear as day, 2 merchants in the midst of a heated disagreement committed the same crime at the same time. But that's not fair, Do you not think it's premature to draw such a conclusion without any investigation? Exactly. The provincial army doesn't have time to waste solving the petty squabbles of merchants. But I'm not an unreasonable man. Cease your dispute and you will be left alone. Continue and you come with us. The choice is yours. I mean, what are you guys even doing? Like drinking coffee in your workplace, or? You're trying to force both merchants to forget this ever happened. Sweep the whole ordeal under the rug. Yeah, something about this seems really wrong. God. Very good, then I'm sure you can agree that wasting time on shenanigans like this is detrimental to all parties involved. I hope you'll think twice before causing such a ruckus ever again. Now if you'll please excuse us, I'm a busy man. I have more pressing matters to attend to. Like playing your video game. There they go. Well, I guess they did stop those 2 from fighting, but they did nothing to solve the underlying problem. This isn't right. See now how the provincial army here conducts itself. I'm sure you're both still pretty angry about this, but right now the 2 of you need to focus on keeping cool-headed. If you have the time to fight, try to use that time for something more productive instead. You'll feel a lot better. Yeah. Shouldn't have let my anger take control of me like that. I can open the Grand Market for business until we've cleaned up these busted stalls. And we're already running late, so I hate to ask, but would you all mind lending me a hand? Thanks to you 4, we were able to open the Grand Market for business today a bit quicker than I expected. I can't even begin to tell you how grateful I am. Oh, there's no need for that. We barely did anything. Yeah, I mean, the provincial army were the one who did something. I'm just glad no one got hurt. All the more reason to thank you. A merchant's stall is his livelihood. Any action taken against it can throw him into blind rage, and it's hard to bring someone back from that. It would seem the problems facing the merchants in this town are quite grave indeed. The provincial army may have intervened, but it's difficult to believe they make no attempts to find an amicable solution. quite wide. It's clearer than ever that they have no intention of trying to resolve any issues involving the market. And I can't see that changing unless we decide to just accept the sales tax increase and keep quiet about it. Still, you'd think they'd at least be a little more subtle and about the whole thing. There's no way those two merchants are just going to accept this and move on. I don't suppose they will. If word gets out about this, it's not inconceivable for certain groups of people to begin boycotting the marketplace. Something definitely has to be done. I'm just not sure what. Is something wrong, Win? You're awfully quiet. Are you feeling unwell? Sir, I have a favor to ask. Would you consider allowing us to investigate this morning's incident? What? Are you suggesting that we attempt to find the perpetrator who destroyed the merchant stalls ourselves? It's a kind offer, but as I said yesterday, this is our affair, not yours. You students, you have your own studies to worry about, and I wouldn't feel right interfering with them. We're students training for the military, though. We can just stand by and allow something so unjust to go unchallenged. It's the provincial army's responsibility to address this, sure, but they're shirking their duties here, and that reflects poorly on us all. Well, that's true enough, I guess. But do you really think we're up for something like this? You kind of have to wonder about that too. I mean, at the end of the day, we're just amateurs. We should at least check with instructor Sarah first and see what she thinks. She's already told us. Put your heads together and think, and I'm sure you'll see what you need to do, her words. It seems like exactly the sort of thing she meant, at least it does to me. Oh. Huh. I see your point. Perhaps matters such as this may fall under the scope of our field study after all. Yeah, you do make a good case. So I'm not sure we're up to it, but I guess it can't hurt to try. Neither sick nor shun the fight. Very well, we shall do what we can. Are you really sure about this? I'm certainly not going to say no, but I'm very concerned about the market and the safety of our merchants. So if you're 100% sure, I have to admit, I truly would appreciate anything you can do for us. Thank you, sir. We'll do everything in our power to find answers for you. Just be careful. Don't go seeking out trouble. I don't want your kids being put in danger. We're dealing with a criminal who acts under cover of night. He may be capable of a lot more than just thievery and vandalism. Remember, I'm responsible for your safety. If anything were to happen to you, I couldn't even look Vandik in the eye anymore. We'll be careful, we promise. I know I will at least. You probably need to be more careful than anyone else here. Not exactly. I mean, you got that resounding bit skill to protect yourself. Now that that's settled, we should act quickly. Yeah, let's get this investigation started. So first things first, we need to decide where to start investigating. The logical starting point will be the Grand Market itself, the scene of the crime. Can't argue with that. We should probably get statements from those two merchants before anything else. Indeed, I anticipate they've calmed themselves by now, so perhaps we can get something a bit more substantial from them. Let's have to ascertain their innocence or guilt in the matter as well. We need to keep a close eye on the time though. If we miss the last train toward Heimdall, we have no way of getting back to the academy today. Plus we've been given our tasks too, and I really like to get them done. In short, we need to keep moving. Our deadline is 9 PM. Let's use every minute we have to accomplish everything we possibly can. Understood. You're bad. Right. As much as I want to get to the point, but we don't do that in Nightmare mode, so let's do the side quest first before we ask them about the incident. Excuse me, would you happen to be Lizzie? That's correct. Does that make you the student from Toast who the market manager said will be coming down? Yep, that's us. We came to see you about the request you sent in. Could you explain the situation to us in full? Of course, I happened to come across someone's wallet by my store yesterday, you see. I kept it with me in the hopes that they could come to pick it up, but no one's come to claim it. As such, I'd like to ask you all for your help in delivering it back to its owner. Would you be able to do that for me? Sure. We'd be happy to help. Thank you. Here's the wallet that I found, Dan. We'll be sure to take good care of it. I assume that you've already inspected the contents. I did indeed. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything inside that could help to identify the owner. What exactly was inside it anyway? Well, naturally there was mirror in it. Like a lot of mirror. This isn't just chump change we're talking about. The only other thing was a twin ticket to Himdall that's scheduled for tonight. It sounds like the owner is a fairly well-off traveler then. There's not much we can do with that as our only lead though. It's respectable for her not to steal it. I believe the twin ticket is potentially our best lead. Yeah, but what should we do with it? Should we go and ask at the station? Yeah, considering it's for a train that leaves tonight, I imagine that owner is frantically searching for it. Which means they might have already been to the station themselves to ask about it. Let's head over to the station then. Sorry for the trouble, but I'm counting on you for this. No worries, it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. But I can't fast travel to the station. I gotta walk. Okay. Yes, there was an inquiry. The wallet seems to match the description we received too. Can I ask when the inquiry was made? I believe it was this morning. A young lady came along in a panic, claiming that she was at a complete loss without her wallet and its contents. From what I could tell, she seems to have been traveling alone too. I get why she would be in a panic then. Did she say anything else that could lead us to her? She mentioned something about returning to the inn to do a tour check, if I recall correctly. It's a weathercock right now down the street, you can't miss it. Yeah, that's where we stayed last night. How convenient, we happen to be staying there ourselves. Okay, let's go ask Margaret. Hey there, is something the matter? Do you have a moment? There's something we'd like to ask you. Do you have beer in stock? I mean... Oh, you're looking for Annabelle. Bad timing though, she just left. Like just? That's unfortunate. But if you have a name now at least, that makes life a lot easier. True, all that's left now is to actually meet with her. She mentioned that she'd be searching at the waste area in the Grand Market next, so you'll want to head there. Make sure we turn it to her, okay? We will, let's go. Basically, we're back to square one. We took the quest in the Grand Market and then we go back there. There. She is? Oh, I don't think it's... Excuse me, you wouldn't happen to know if a young lady came in here searching for her wallet, would you? She was indeed here a few moments ago, but she's gone now. You know where she went then? Unfortunately not. She did mention something about having no choice but to rely on Adios now though. Does that help you out at all? Then there's only one place that could be, the cathedral. So we make our way to the church. That seems like our best bet for now. Alright then, I can't fast travel. Hey lady. Oh Adios, please have mercy on my poor soul. I simply cannot believe this. How am I supposed to live on having lost all my Miwa in a place like this? Looks like we found her. Tragic heroine act made it kind of obvious. Unfortunately, we'll have to interrupt her. Excuse me. Eek! Just who are all of you? Well, you can turn right around if you're planning to rob me. I no longer have any. Why would we rob someone inside the church? Please calm down, we just want to ask you something. Are we correct in assuming that you are Annabelle? I am. Haha, thought so. You wouldn't happen to recognize this wallet, would you? That's my wallet. Where did you find it? Well, you see... Thank you so much. Surprised to hear that a merchant from the Great Market had it safe for me, however. Kindness remains within people's heart. After all, it will see. Looks that way, yeah. Hey, regardless, I'm really grateful that you found it for me. Is there any particular amount that you like in return? You can take half of what's currently in here if you like. That would be great, actually. No, why? I want to upgrade my equipment. Your tanks alone are enough. I see. Well, how about this then? I purchased it as a souvenir at the Great Market before the Great Wallet search began. Okay, that's not bad. There's no reason you can't accept that. In fact, I insist. I hope you find it useful. Haha, thank you. You gratefully accept that. You're very welcome. Thank you again for finding my wallet. So you managed to find the owner after all, Dan, thank goodness. I really can't thank you enough. I'm glad that we could be of help. Just excuse us, Dan. Alright, let's see the spec of that accessory. Oh, HP anti-fan. Okay, I should probably give that to... I guess Laura? But then Alisa have the lowest HP. Maybe give this to Alisa and then give this to Laura. Yeah. Because sometimes Laura tend to miss her attacks, so this might be quite useful for now. Okay. Once that quest done, let's do the other quest. But I guess we can't do that before we ask around the market, so... Bro, what's up? The thing, I was ecstatic to finally participate in the famous Saudi Great Market. What did I ever do to deserve this? Excuse me. You. I'm sorry you had to see me acting like that. I hope you can forgive me for my inappropriate behavior. He seems really down. It's quite understandable. He's a merchant in a busy market, unable to do business. So what brings you here? Did you need something from me? Well, actually... You're investigating. That's right, and we really appreciate it if you could answer a few questions for us. You may be able to help us find the true culprit. I suppose it can't hurt. It's better than doing nothing at least. You don't have to sound so pessimistic. Well, can you blame me? You students at a military academy, you're not exactly ace detectives. Yeah, I guess. That is true, but we're still determined to find out who did this. You may even be able to recover your goods. Cooperating with us could prove quite fruitful. Okay, fine. I never said I wouldn't help you, did I? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say. Yo, it's not like I saw anything worth mentioning. You didn't. As soon as I made sure my stall was ready to open the next morning, I left everything set up and went home. The other merchants around here can vouch for that. Guess I shouldn't have left the stall unattended though. By the time I got in, it was too late. The deed had been done. So by morning, the stall had already been destroyed and your goods stolen. To think of it, what the goods were stolen exactly. Oh, I have a sample with me actually. An accessory. Is this a brand that's popular in the capital? Been a real hit lately, yeah. I was hoping to bring the fat here by selling them at the market. But this is the only one I have left now. I try to think just how much money I lost in one single night. That coward sabotaging my business. It's much too early to be jumping to conclusions. Do you have any evidence that proves his culpability? No, but he's clearly the prime suspect. But then why would he tear down his stall as well if that's the case, right? Think logically here. He was so against the idea of taking turns sharing the spot with me. Decided he'd destroy my stall altogether. I just know it. I'm going to get him to give me my goods back no matter what it takes. Please try to stay calm. You don't know that if you cause any more trouble, the provincial army really will arrest you, right? Yeah, I know, but it's a matter of justice. You can't just act like nothing ever happened. It's wrong on general principle. I'm begging you, please get my goods back, whatever it takes. I can promise success. I swear to you, we'll do everything we can, that much I can promise. I think that's everything this merchant knows. Just try questioning the other one. Alright then. What the hell am I supposed to do now? Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could we have a moment of your time? You're those kids from that military academy, right? Hey, what do you want from me? I've got nothing to sell you, obviously. Even if I did have something to sell, I've got no place to sell it. I'm basically rude. To top it all off, the provincial army and that other merchant are acting like I'm the one who did it. He's not taking this very well, is he? Hard to blame him, but we need to see if he knows anything that might help us. Well, you see, he explained that he and his classmates were investigating the truth behind what had happened the previous night. You're investigating this mess, huh? Okay. So would you consider cooperating with us? Sure, why not? Not getting my hopes up, but as I'm sure you can understand, but hell, I've got nothing left to lose. Not exactly a vote of confidence. Hey, he's willing to cooperate. Say we cut him some slack and hear him out. So what, last night, at the time the incident actually happened? Last night, huh? I don't know how much help I can be if that's what you're asking about here. See, I left the market right after arguing with that merchant yesterday. I didn't come back till this morning. I stayed over at a friend's place. Another merchant just got twang and vented at him all night. And you're certain of this? Positive. Ask my friend if you don't believe me. He'll back me up. I mean, he could be biased. I wandered over here with an awful hangover this morning. And what I found gave me a hell of a start. My whole stall in shambles. And as if that weren't bad enough, all the processed foods I was going to sell were just gone, without a trace. So the goods that were stolen were all processed foods. That's right, nuts, cheese, bacon, all foods that have a long shelf life made with local ingredients. Seeing all my stuff gone really sobered me up. I was like, I hadn't been drinking at all. How does that work? And that's when I went over to that fool's stall to make him pay for it. Why did you go straight to him? Because he was the one who did it, of course. He smashed my stall so he could have that spot all to himself. But that doesn't make any sense. If he instead did, then why was his stall destroyed too? He must have done that to himself. Probably figured if he destroyed his own stall, no one would believe he could be responsible. Well then, he would just be wasting energy to tidy them up more again, right? I don't know, that seems pretty unlikely. It's a bit excessive. Well, I understand your frustration. Business accusations do no one any favors and only cloud the true issue. But it's so frustrating. I've lost so much money because of this. I might have to shut up shop for good. That is bad. If I could at least get my goods back, maybe I could salvage enough to stay afloat. But what are the odds of that? None of the other merchants saw anybody do anything. And the provincial army sure ain't about to help. I'm finished. Pure and simple. All the hard work I've put into getting this far, and this is how the dream ends for me. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how much we'll actually be able to help you. But we'll do everything in our power to help you find some form of closure. So cheer up, okay? I do appreciate that, but again, I ain't about to get my hopes up. Good luck though. That's all the two victims of this crime have to say, it seems. What does everybody think? I can't be sure, but I really don't think either of them is responsible. Both merchants certainly have adequate motive to damage the other stall, but the chance of both committing the same crime on the same night without crossing paths is virtually nil. It's not impossible that they were just out to steal each other's merchandise. But I don't believe that's what happened. Both of them have alibis, confirming that they were somewhere else when the crime took place. I'm inclined to agree. I just can't see either of these merchants being responsible for what happened. So we're going to have to look elsewhere to find viable suspects. Where though? I mean, who could it possibly have been? It's impossible to say right now. We don't have any solid leads. We know who the culprit wasn't, but how are we supposed to start narrowing down who it was? The market itself seems unlikely to produce any further clues, so we should focus our attention elsewhere. Actually, there's one thing that's been bugging me. There's one group of people involved in this whole situation whose actions don't seem to make any sense. Maybe if we can work out the reasoning behind the strange behavior, we can come one step closer to finding our culprit. Whom do you mean? I'm talking about this one, of course. The Provincial Army. They haven't done anything to try and solve this crime, despite it happening right under their noses. And that begs the question, why not? The market manager said they're refusing to fulfill their role due to the tax issue, which means the Provincial Army should refuse to intervene in quarrels with the market as well. If that's the case, then why did they come and intervene this morning? Now that you mention it, that really doesn't make any sense. The matters were atrocious, but the fact is they brought that dispute to an end almost instantly. They didn't get involved. Yeah, one minute they're refusing to do anything, then the next they're taking a stand. It's definitely suspicious and not consistent, right? My point exactly. There's definitely something unnatural about the way they're conducting themselves. And since we have no other leads, why do you say we go to the Army's guardhouse and take a look around? We might be able to learn something from them that could aid us in our investigation. It may be worth an attempt. The guardhouse isn't too far from here either. Let's head over and see what we can find out. But guys, that will be enough for today's episode. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.